What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks, get you winning some money over here on Prize Picks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prize Picks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like player strikeouts, first inning runs allowed, first inning hits allowed, pitching outs, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJKDFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJKDFS. Go to lock that in, get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Prize Picks today with these picks, guys. And if you are going to be very serious, I do offer premium content packages. That's linked below in the description. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. I do offer Underdog, WNBA, MLB, Prize Picks MLB. I do offer an all-star package, which includes all of the above for a particular sport, so MLB and WNBA. And I did just launch a VIP member package, which is going to give you access to everything, essentially, that I have to offer. All my packages, exclusive Discord as well, VIP Discord, top priority member there, exclusive live streams, exclusive audio breakdowns. Every single thing possibly that I have to offer, you get access to. And any questions, any sort of help you have, or need, I should say, I will be there to help you out. So check that out if you're interested. And if you enjoy this content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. So let's talk about it. We're going to go game by game as we always do, breaking down the 5 picks. In the first game I want to talk about is going to be the New York Mets taking on the Cincinnati Reds, and we have Mr. Max Scherzer back in action tonight, and I'm going to be taking advantage of it. He's a 200 favorite, massive favorite, taking on Nick Lodolo tonight and the Cincinnati Reds, and I think his pitcher fantasy score has a nice discount over here on Prize Picks. Looking at his stuff as far as how he fares, obviously elite stuff when it comes to Max Scherzer, but got to break it down. A 2.91 Sierra, a 33.3% K rate, 15.5% swinging strike rate, 36.3% K rate against righties, and a 30.4% K rate against lefties. No surprise, elite strikeout stuff. Does a really good job of limiting hard contact to righties. Will give up a little bit of hard contact to those lefties from time to time, but it's still Max Scherzer, man. A lot of times when he does give up the hard contact, there's a good chance it's a solo shot because he's not going to be allowing a lot of traffic on the base path. So everything kind of lining up for him here. Massive favorite. He gets to take on a Cincinnati Reds squad that doesn't scare us too much. And then when you're reading off their strikeout rates up and down, as far as these Reds are concerned, starting from the bottom up as we always do with Papareski, 45% for him, 24, 20, 19, 24, 22, 26, 19, and 27 at the top with India. So definitely plenty of strikeouts to be had throughout the lineup. And then lastly, the pitch count. He is expected to be somewhat limited here in this return, but not enough to scare me off this line with where it's set, because when you're looking at what the game plan is here, they're expecting him to throw 90+, go 6+ innings after getting a few AA rehab starts. Should be good to go here. Expect him to have a good outing, and once again, really has to do with where the line's set as well over here on Prize Picks today. On the pitcher fantasy score, they've got his line only set at 37.5, so I will gladly take the over on Max Scherzer's pitcher fantasy score tonight. Pick number 1 on the video here. Pick number 2. We're going to be headed down to the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Miami Marlins. And I'm going to talk about both these pitchers because they get to pitch in one of the best pitching environments in baseball, if not the best pitching environment in baseball in Miami. Pulling up the diagram here as far as how Miami plays to opposing hitters. Fantastic pitching environment. Not so good in the hitting department, though. Really mitigates the hard contact. The ball just does not fly well here. And the dimensions don't help out either. So it's always a park I love targeting for pitching. We have 2 pretty solid pitchers here tonight. Syndergaard hasn't exactly been the most solid throughout the year. He's cost us a few times, but really what's selling me on this play is 1, where his line is set, and 2, the Miami Marlins lineup situation right now. Currently dealing with some major injuries that are really a big deal when you're looking at their lineup. There's no Jazz Chisholm and there's no Jorge Soler. Arguably their best 2 hitters. I would say their best 2 hitters. And that has made their lineup way less threatening. They've been a lineup that's been pretty good against right-handed pitching on the season. Not so good now, though. They only have a 3.76 implied total. Syndergaard, as of late, has started to pick it up a little bit as well. Looking at his recent form as far as how he's been doing as of late, pulling up Mr. Syndergaard, you can see the last few times out. 79 pitches last time out. He gave up 300 runs, 7 strikeouts, though, against the Chicago White Sox in 7 innings pitched. And then the time before, 7.1 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 5 earned runs in that one. So that would have been less than ideal. But keep in mind, once again, I think this is a little bit of a better matchup here. He's top 90 pitches as well as of late, 99, 81, 91, 79. And once again, this is the matchup and the line. Only a 26.5 pitcher fantasy score over here on PrizePicks. I'll gladly take the over. I think we're getting him at a very, very good discount. I think he goes out there, probably scores right around 30 fantasy score in this matchup. And then lastly, as we always do, reading off these strikeout rates for Miami. Once again, the power's way down, the talent's way down, but also there are some strikeouts to be had, starting from the bottom up with Stallings. 23.4% carry for him, then 10, 26, 26, 25, 21, 22, 10 and 18 at the top. Syndergaard, not exactly an elite strikeout stuff when you're breaking down what he has to offer here. It does have a 4.270, only a 17.5% K rate overall. What he really relies on is the ground ball with that sinker, hard, diving in sinker. Has a 17.3% K rate against righties and a 17.7% K rate against lefties. So respectable enough to where some of these high strikeout guys, obviously I think he can rack up some strikeouts, but really what I'm depending on him is just giving that weak contact, not really allowing too much traffic on the base paths, going 6+ innings. And if he does so, I think there's a solid chance he surpasses this line. Once again, I think it's at a discount. It's really more about where the line's at, the matchup, the circumstances with Miami missing a few guys, and then running it back on the other side. I think this has to be my favorite play of the day. Sandy Alcantara, absolute elite guy. He gets to take on the LA Angels, who we've been targeting all season long. They strike out a ton. Alcantara is the full package. He's a 3.66 SIERA, a 22.3% K rate overall, great ground ball, fly ball stuff, great hard contact stuff, great swinging strike stuff against both sides of the plate, really. Lefties, he struggles a little bit more, but he still does have a 26.4% K rate against righties and then a 20.6% K rate against lefties. So Alcantara is the full deal. He's a workhorse. He's been going deep in the ball games all year long. And the Angels strike out a ton as well, so I expect him to rack up some strikeouts. I mean, I think this is the full package. You look at last time he went 9 innings pitch, 117 pitches the time before, 7, 8, 7.2, 9. Absolute workhorse. The strikeouts will be there, especially in this matchup. The Angels have been striking out a ton in Miami once again. Great pitching environment. You've got to love this spot. Like I said, this is my favorite play by far. Reading the Angels lineup up and down. Starting from the bottom up with the strikeouts. Velasquez, 35%, 26, 33, 32, 17, 31, 22, 30, and 24. They strike out a ton. And Alcantara doesn't always rack up the most amount of strikeouts at time, but he can get you there in so many ways. He can go deep in the ball game, as he showed last time out. He can go a complete game. He could probably rack up 10 strikeouts through 5 innings. He could go 8 innings, rack up maybe 4 strikeouts along the way, still get you there without allowing any runs, get the win, the quality start. I mean, it's just so many paths to success here for him, and I do think the strikeouts are going to be very, very high here. But the pitcher fantasy score is where it's at for me. Once again, similar to Max Scherzer, too low for me. And I like this a lot better than Max Scherzer, I would say. If I had to pick one, really like both, but Alcantara is my number 1 play on the slate for sure. So I like the over 37.5 projected fantasy score for him. Pick number 3 here. Pick number 4, we're going to be going down to the Pittsburgh Pirates, taking on the New York Yankees. We're going to be going back to Jameson Taillon. We just talked about Noah Syndergaard, who's cost us a little bit of money and owes us. Yeah, Jameson Taillon is in the same boat. Some people get mad. They say, I'm never playing that guy again. Me, I look at it as, he owes us some money. He's a 209 favorite here. He gets to take on Pittsburgh. He gets a nice ballpark upgrade in Pittsburgh compared to Yankee Stadium. Pulling up the diagram for Pittsburgh. PNC plays very nice to those pitchers. Not so great to the hitters. Definitely a park that I like to target for pitching, though. And I want to be taking advantage here with Taillon today. Once again, 209 favorite. The Pittsburgh Pirates only have a 3.45 implied total. The Pittsburgh Pirates are one of the best matchups you could possibly ask for. You look on Taillon stuff across the board. Not the most elite, but also really solid. Just solid stuff. 22% K rate overall. Only a 5.8% walk rate, so he doesn't walk anyone with 11.4% swinging strike rate. 29.7% hard contact rate. That is solid. He has a 21.4% K rate against righties and a 22.8% K rate against lefties. So really just solid across the board. And the pitch count's starting to get there. Yanks are starting to let him dial it up as far as pitch count, which of course is key. We want him to go deep into the ballgame. We want him to get the win. We want him to get strikeouts, all that fun stuff. Last time out against Oakland, let us down once again, but he still went 5 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts. Those 3 earned runs is what really bit us in the beginning. But 101 pitches is encouraging for him because he is a guy typically sometimes they will be a little bit quick to pull the trigger on. Also, a little bit of a revenge narrative here, taking on the former team in Pittsburgh. I think he wants to pitch well. Now, obviously, that's not the end-all, be-all when it comes to baseball. He's got to strike out these hitters, the matchup and everything. But I do think there's a little bit of added motivation for sure to go out there and shut down his former team. And in Pittsburgh. Once again, big ballpark upgrade. Then you read off the strikeout rate, starting from the bottom up with McConnell, 29, 20, 24, 19, 30, 18, 23, 24, and 26 strikeout rate, respectively. So lots of strikeouts. Heavy favorite. Expecting to have a good pitcher fantasy score here. I think he puts up 40 plus. They've got his line set at 34.5. Going to be rocking with the over 34.5 pitcher fantasy score here for Jameson Taillon as pick number 4. And pick number 5, we're going to be heading down to the Boston Red Sox, taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And I want to talk about Mr. Nick Pivetta because really like his strikeout prop here in this spot against this Tampa Bay Rays squad. The Rays do have a 4.53 implied total, so I'm going to be staying away from the fantasy score. I'm going to be leaning on the Ks. Pivetta's been an absolute workhorse. You look at his strikeout stuff up and down. Really solid stuff. He has a 25.4% K rate overall, 10.2% swinging strike rate, 26.1% K rate against righties, and a 24.5% K rate against lefties. Is an absolute workhorse. Will work deep into the ball games. Will throw lots of pitches. As you can see, 109, 98, 108, 100, 97. You look at the strikeouts, 5, 4, 10, and then 11 against the Angels. I'm kind of expecting something similar to that. These Rays do have a lot of strikeouts in their bats. I kind of think Pivetta's strikeout line today is a little bit disrespectful, to be honest. I think he goes out there and strikes out quite a few batters here. Even if he does give up some runs, I'm not too worried about it, especially once you get down to the bottom of this Rays lineup, man. He should just absolutely shove and throw the ball right by these guys. Starting from the bottom up with Pinto, 45% K rate for him, 29, 29, 26, 17, 26, 15, 9, and 12. So the top 3 guys, respectable strikeout rates, but then you get down past them and it's like, I just think Pivetta just mows these guys down, racks up a bunch of strikeouts. And lastly, with the line set, once again, just think it's a little bit disrespectful, to be honest. 5 strikeouts. I'll gladly take the over there. I think this should be set at 5.5. If not, maybe even 6.5, to be honest with you. The guy's an absolute workhorse. They strike out a ton. It's the bottom of the lineup. Like I said, obviously, going with the strikeouts because I do think maybe he could give up some hard contact. He does get blown up a little bit from time to time with the hard contact, but the strikeouts should still be there. So pick number 5. Going to be rocking with the over 5 strikeouts for Nick Pivetta. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prize Picks today in the MLB, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, check those out. Link below in the description. And if you haven't signed up for Prize Picks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJKDFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Go ahead and lock that in, get that free money offer. Start winning some money with these picks. Feeling good about them. We need a nice 5-0. Think we get it today. So thanks for tuning in. Wish you all the best of luck on your props today, and we will see you in the next one.